Hello history lovers, I'm Ujjwal, welcoming you to another exciting exploration of the past. Today, we are journeying to New York, the city that never sleeps. We're about to delve into the rich tapestry of the city's architecture, a diverse blend of styles that paints a vivid picture of New York's growth and evolution. From the iconic skyline to the hidden gems, every structure tells a story. So, buckle up as we time travel through the concrete jungle of New York and its architectural evolution. Our journey begins in the colonial era, when New York was still New Amsterdam. A time when the city was under the influence of Dutch colonial rule. The architecture of this period was marked by its simplicity and functionality, the Dutch favoring practicality over aesthetics. The houses were typically one-room structures with steep sloping roofs and small windows. These designs were a result of the harsh winters, as smaller windows limited heat loss and the steep roofs allowed snow to slide off. One of the few remaining examples of this era is the Wyckoff House in Brooklyn, built around 1652. It's a testament to the resilience of these early buildings and offers a glimpse into the lives of New York's first European settlers. As we move from the colonial era, we see the city's architecture begin to change, reflecting the shift in power and cultural influence. But that's a tale for another time. As the city grew, so did its architectural ambitions. The Federal and Greek Revival styles marked the city's transition into the 19th century. The Federal style was particularly popular in the United States from the late 18th to the early 19th century. Its features were borrowed from the Georgian style, which was popular in England. The Federal style, however, was more restrained and delicate. It was characterized by its symmetry and grandeur, with buildings often having a central entrance and evenly spaced windows on either side. One notable example of Federal architecture in New York is the St. Paul's Chapel. Built in 1766, this chapel is the oldest surviving church building in the city. It's an exquisite example of the Federal style, with its symmetrical facade and grand tower. Following the Federal style, Greek Revival architecture began to take hold in the city. This style was inspired by the classical Greek structures and was characterized by its large-scale proportions, heavy cornices, and bold, simple lines. The Merchants House Museum, built in 1832, is a prime example of this style. Its austere facade, complete with Greek-inspired columns and pediments, is a nod to the classic Greek temples. The Federal and Greek Revival styles represented a significant shift in the city's architectural landscape. They brought an air of elegance and sophistication to the city, reflecting its growing prosperity and cultural maturity. The city was rapidly expanding, and its architecture was about to undergo a significant transformation. As we step into the 20th century, we enter the era of skyscrapers. The dawn of the 20th century marked a monumental shift in the architectural landscape of New York City. The introduction of steel frame construction revolutionized the way buildings were designed and constructed. No longer limited by the constraints of brick and mortar, architects could now reach for the sky, literally. The age of the skyscraper had begun. The Flatiron Building, completed in 1902, is an iconic example of this new wave of construction. A triangular titan rising from the city streets, its unique design was made possible by the strength and flexibility of steel. This 22-story structure, once considered a novelty, paved the way for taller and more innovative designs. Next, we have the Chrysler Building, a true testament to the Art Deco movement. Completed in 1930, this 77-story skyscraper was, for a brief period, the tallest building in the world. Its distinctive tiered crown, made of stainless steel and adorned with sunburst patterns, still stands out in the city skyline. Finally, we come to the Empire State Building, arguably the most famous skyscraper of them all. Completed in 1931, This 102-story behemoth held the title of the world's tallest building for nearly 40 years. Its streamlined design and sheer height embody the ambition and ingenuity of the era. These towering structures, along with the countless others that sprung up during this period, completely transformed the skyline of New York City. They came to symbolize the city's rise as a global economic powerhouse and the limitless potential of human creativity and innovation. The skyscraper era redefined New York's skyline, setting the stage for the architectural innovation of the 21st century. As we near the end of our journey, we find ourselves in the midst of modern and postmodern architectural marvels. The shift towards modernist and postmodern design principles marked a significant change in New York's architectural landscape. Emphasizing form over ornamentation, these styles are characterized by their minimalistic and unconventional designs. Take, for instance, the Guggenheim Museum, an iconic example of modern architecture. Conceived by Frank Lloyd Wright, its spiraling snail-like design breaks away from traditional architectural norms. This museum is not just a space that houses art, but a work of art in itself. Similarly, the One World Trade Center, the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere, embodies the principles of postmodern architecture. Its simple, geometric form is a testament to the minimalist aesthetic, while its symbolic height of 1,776 feet pays homage to the year of American independence. As we conclude our journey, it's clear that New York's architecture is a testament to the city's ever-evolving spirit. And with that, we wrap up our architectural journey through New York. We've traversed centuries, from the colonial era to the rise of skyscrapers, witnessing how architecture mirrors the city's evolution. Thank you for joining me, Ujjwal, on this journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical explorations. Until next time, keep exploring.